Welcome back to Abroad with the Burrells, a channel for travelers by travelers. In our last episode, you joined us as we discovered St. Patrick's Cathedral.
So we highly recommend St. Patrick's Cathedral if and when you are in Dublin.
Had some good times in a few Irish pubs. And nearly got blown off the cliffs of Moher. Keep it right here as we continue our adventures exploring the Emerald Isle. We're trying to fly the drone up here and just get some really beautiful shots of the cliff, and for whatever reason the drone didn't want to act right today. For whatever reason it just nosedived and the whole blade sliced her up.
2 different spots.
She got sliced up on her hand.
It hurts really bad.
Oh my gosh. So we just finished the cliffs and now we're headed to a little roadside pub out in the countryside. And even just the ride getting there is quite beautiful. It's very beautiful landscape here in Ireland.
One thing is really bad because Mom got bleeding.
Yeah. With the cliffs completed and Jamie's hand on the mend, we were back on the road and headed to a quaint little Irish village. We stopped at a countryside tavern known as McGann's, where we disembarked and recharged with a warm and cozy meal. So this is the spot, guys. A little Irish pub. Looking good. Take a look at that. Got the Irish stew.
Oh yeah, beef stew.
Fish and chips for Patty. Stew for Tart. And a seafood chowder. It's good? Alright. Fish and chips for Zuby.
This is my house. I'm staying here.
This is my house.
Yeah, I don't mind. You can stay if you want to.
This is my house.
Back on the road and moving to our next stop, we passed the pretty limestone deposits that populate the coast. We were fortunate to catch an incredibly clear day, and so Mr. Bud offered to pull over and allow us to do a bit of exploring.
So would you guys like to get out here?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
No? No?
Yes.
No? Definitely no.
Seeing the limestone coast from a moving bus is enjoyable enough, but being able to smell the salty sea air as you strolled and adored the ocean was another thing entirely. Shout out to Bud for allowing us to absorb the countryside in a much more visceral way.
Continuing up the coastline, we rode for roughly another hour, passing through more of that lush Irish countryside, as well as small towns, villages, lakes, streams, and even castles.
The person who originally built the castle, they were so proud of the building at the time that they didn't want anyone else to have a building similar to it in the area. So they murdered 7 of the stonemasons who built it, just so no one else could have one. Nice person to work for. You worked all day and went home with your head under your arm.
In what seemed like no time at all, we had reached our destination and pulled into the lovely city of Galway.
So we've made it. We're in Galway, off the bus, and ready to explore. We do have a tasting for some oysters. But first, we promised Brooklyn we'd stop by the chocolate shop. So we're gonna get the chocolate shops and then try to find some great oysters around here, and then just do some general exploration.
All right, Sue's such a trooper. She's been so awesome.
And patient.
Patient, doing all the grown-up stuff. So we're gonna go into the chocolate shop. Chocolate factory.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Say chocolate shop.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Hazel Mountain chocolate. All right. Smells delicious. Trouble. It's trouble.
What kind of chocolate do you want, baby? Look at these ones. All right, guys.
All right. Chocolate in the bag.
What did you get me, Brooklyn?
We got Irish milk.
Dang, like that?
What'd you get? Oh, yeah. So shot glass? That's dope.
Very detailed.
Very nice. Very nice. You don't see that every day. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
For me? Wow. What,
Here's you.
me and Auntie Lexus. Oh,
I'll share with them.
yeah, we can share.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brooklyn.
Here. Here, give them this one.
Brooklyn.
Give that one to them.
You are so
What a
nice.
kind young lad.
Yeah.
Share it all from me.
What do we think, guys? It's good, huh?
Galway is simply lovely, quaint, charming, and lively. It is a remarkable city to explore. We received so much joy and wonder just strolling the cobblestone streets, admiring the medieval architecture, and taking in the live street music.
Very lively town, as you can see, Galway Center.
I really want more time here.
I know, I wish we had
The one
longer.
drawback to taking a tour, you're not on your own schedule.
I would have to agree to that. That is the one thing. Although you have access to more locations, you don't necessarily have as much quality time in those locations, and that's kind of the way we usually like to roll. But this is very nice. I mean, it's a nice sampler of Galway, I would say. But this is very lovely, very lovely. Just
Sun coming out.
man, and at every
Here
stop,
comes the sun.
at every stop, the weather has agreed with us. So that's been quite nice.
Located in the west of Ireland, Galway was first settled in 1124. Over the centuries, it served as a successful trading port, but has now become a hot tourist destination.
That's it for our very short time in Galway. Time to head back to the tour bus. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we inhaled 3 times and it was over.
Yeah.
Anyway, that just means we have to get back to Galway the next time we're in and around Ireland.
But well
we're
worth
not
the visit.
very well worth the visit, and we're not afraid to repeat locations and to do new things there. So, I mean, we got a lot of other locations in front, so maybe it's down the line a ways, but we'll keep Galway in mind the next time we're in Ireland, because Lord willing, there will be a next time. Couldn't help, we had to stop in for ice cream, so it is what it is. It's fire, right?
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
What'd you just try?
It's Irish cream.
It goes?
Really good.
Okay.
We go back. No teachers, so we're on like
Of course you guys Yeah.
So you're just gonna have to come back again.
By the way.
Next time you're gonna have to stay in Galway.
Right.
Better part of our
Right.
People will love them straight away.
See? And look, 2 years ago we were in Scotland, so she has to decide which one she likes better.
Yes.
All right, lady.
In what seemed like a blink of an eye, the day had grown late and it was already time to load up and make that eastward trek back to Dublin. Of course, Bud wasn't done yet, because when we arrived, he put a stamp on the tour in a way that only he can.
Before, and they both wheeled their barrows through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. You ready? Oh, alive, alive, oh.
Everybody.
Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, oh, alive, alive, oh. Now she died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now the ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, oh, alive, alive, oh. Come on everyone this time. Oh, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, oh, alive, alive, oh. Well done, guys.
Yeah, there's the best lady in the bus today. Yes.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye, my dear. Don't forget to drink a pint of Guinness tonight.
Oh, good idea. Thoughts on the tour?
8 plus, 10 out of 10.
10 out of
10.
You know what? I give it the AWD silver for.
Woo, yeah.
Day 4. Today, right now we're heading to Trinity College to see the Book of Kells, and then hitting up the Jameson tour.
Yeah. Anyway, as you guys know, Jameson whiskey is a major Irish staple. So to be able to go to the distillery and see the process with which they get it done will be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But I'm more excited, obviously, for the Book of Kells as a history nerd. So that's gonna be pretty cool to see also.
Just a short walk from our hotel sits Trinity College, where the Book of Kells is housed. Sister school to Oxford and Cambridge University in England, Trinity was founded in 1592 by Queen Elizabeth I and is known for educating Ireland's most famous poets and authors such as Oscar Wilde, Jonathan Swift, and Bram Stoker, to name a few.
Lesson in life though, right? Like, no matter what you accomplish and how great you are,
Cards are still poop on.
The Book of Kells itself was created in 800 AD and is an illustrated manuscript containing the synoptic gospels of the New Testament. The manuscript has been very well preserved, as it was stored in the Abbey of Kells, from where it gets its name. There it was looked after for centuries before being carefully transferred into the loving care of the university. Now, if you're familiar with biblical manuscripts, you understand that in the long chain of fragments and codexes, a 1,200-year-old copy of the Bible is not that old. In fact, it's very recent in comparison to what is extant. However, it's still really cool to investigate a copy of the Gospels that's over 1,000 years old.
We're about to go into where the Book of Kells is. Right now we're in the exhibition area, but unfortunately there's no filming in there.
But the exhibit is quite nice leading into it. A lot of information, great panels with great explanations to give you the proper context of how everything came to be. So it's very interesting to read. It's nice, large print, a lot of illustrations.
And depending on how much time you want to spend in here, you can get a great understanding of what you're about to go in and see. So, attached to the exhibit is the Library of Trinity College. Dating back to 1712 and hosting thousands of volumes of books, the building has that classic wizard's library from a fantasy novel kind of look to it. Also housed in the library is the Brian Boru harp, a medieval musical instrument dating back to the 14th century. The harp is the coat of arms for Ireland and the trademark symbol for Guinness Stout. So we're in the library of the Book of Kells, and it's quite nice. Almost looks like something out of Harry Potter. High vaulted ceilings, a lot of wooden shelves, old books. I wish I knew what the subjects were of the books on the shelves. It's probably a little bit of everything. It's in great condition. Also a lot of busts of what I'm assuming are scholars lining the rows. Scholars or influential figures from times past. But yeah, pretty incredible. Well, that concludes the Book of Kells. That was magnificent. Very interesting exhibit, wonderfully put together, and what an intricate piece of work and a wonderful method of preserving scripture as we know it today. Now on to the Jameson Distillery to see how they distill the world famous Irish Jameson whiskey. And with that, we were back on the move with just about a 30-minute walk separating us from the distillery. That part of the adventure, however, will have to wait for the next episode, as unfortunately our time here has drawn to a close. You do not want to miss episode 4 as we finally make our way to the Jameson Distillery.
Would you like to smell it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be different than a glass.
Really?
The white top on the glass makes you smell the alcohol. That's something
Oh
different.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy lunch at Ireland's oldest pub.
This is pretty cool.
And have an unforgettable night in the Temple Bar area.
Are you ready?
This is Abroad with the Burrells, reminding you that traveling is not just about the destination, but who you share it with. From our family to yours, we encourage you to get out there, make it happen,
And have fun. Thanks for watching.